Hey guys, so today we're going to be talking about the movie Animal Park, which is not released yet and is a sequel to the movie Animal. Animal is a movie that featured Ranbir Kapoor as the main character, and it was a really good movie according to me. But in this video, we're going to cover why this movie, Animal Park, the sequel to this movie, is going crazy with predictions. In beginning of the movie in Animal, you can see there's a scene where Ranbir Kapoor is older and he's talking to his cousins or his friends in a setting, and the movie just starts off with what I'm assuming is the end of Animal Park. And one thing I noticed in that scene was that Ranbir Kapoor did not have a hearing aid on. The hearing aid plays a crucial part because in the movie Animal, Ranbir Kapoor did get injured, and the doctor told him for the rest of his life he's gonna need a hearing aid. But in the beginning of this movie, they showed him without a hearing aid, which I think a lot of people did not catch. So that's number one, why I think this movie needs a sequel, because there's a lot of explanation to do. The way the movie ended off, obviously, in Animal, at the last scene, you can see that Aziz, who is basically Abrar's brother. Abrar is played by Bobby Deol, and he is the main villain in Animal. And you can see that he has made this master plan of getting plastic surgery, looking like Run Vijay, and making this kind of thing where he's gonna go after him in Animal Park. And I feel like just based on Aziz and his family, their family was not properly explained in Animal, even though they did give a background as to why they do have issues with Run Vijay and Balbir. They did not explain each character properly. I feel like there's a lot more to explore with each character from their side of the family. Um, and also, I feel like Zoya's character was not fully explored either. She was given a very flower part role. There was not much depth to her character, so I feel like all these things are very smartly calculated and put it in Animal because they're gonna go further into it in Animal Park. And Animal, throughout the whole movie, you can see that even though Ranvijay is dealing with a lot of hardship, they never show weak side to him. No matter how many things come at him, they always show that he is always the alpha. And I feel like in Animal Park, they are going to show that when he is not the alpha, how he deals with things, how he is when they actually show him as a human. Because I feel like the main reason that the director of this movie made Aziz look like Run VJ is to show that when Animal Park starts and the movie starts, that he's just gonna be living a normal life, and he's gonna be weak because he's gonna be more in touch with his family, and then out of nowhere, Aziz is gonna come after him. So to get more in depth about Animal Park and my prediction on it, it is very crucial to understand where Run Vijay, who's played by Ranbir Kapoor, where he will be. I feel like the way that that animal ended, they ended the movie by showing a really weak side to Run Vijay, and that was obviously because he found out that his dad is dying, and like everything that he has worked for in his life is kind of just going away. So I feel like in Animal Park, right away they're gonna show that Run Vijay is more of a family man. He's trying to be something that his dad wasn't. He's trying to be there for his family, his kids, and he's just trying to lead a normal life until something from his past comes to haunt him. Thirdly, for Animal Park, I feel like there's a character who is bigger than Run Vijay, and that is Aziz. Obviously, Aziz is played by Ranbir Kapoor as well, but why I feel like he's a bigger character is because the director took a big risk by making a story of where he gets plastic surgery so he can have Ranbir Kapoor playing both actors, which is a really good thing because Kapoor as an actor does have a lot of depth and he can cover different roles. And the way I feel like he'll be introduced in this movie is the same way Run Vijay was introduced in Animal. So in Animal, they showed why Run Vijay is constantly trying to seek love from his dad, and I feel like in Animal Park, they're gonna start the movie by showing how everything that Aziz saw as a kid from his side of the family with his older brothers, with his dad looking to get revenge against his brother, how it put a strong hatred in him for obviously Ranvijay, Balbir, and his family. In Animal, according to me, Zoya was not a big character. I feel like her character was a very like flower pot type of role with not a lot of things going on. But I feel like the way they introduced her in the movie in Animal, they did it that way because they wanted to give her more of a backstory and a bigger role in Animal Park. I feel like her character will play a really big part in the fight and whatever's going on with Ranvijay and Aziz, because you can tell that Zoya did fall in love with Ranvijay, but then she also is trying to help Aziz. So I feel like the movie will focus a lot on how she's going to be conflicted between the two, and she is going to make some mistakes, and the director is going to, I feel like the director will figure out something to show that, whatever decision she makes in Animal Park will affect Aziz or Ranvijay a lot. Another big prediction I have for Animal Park is that even though Abrar, who's played by Bobby Deol, was killed in Animal, I feel like he will have a bigger role in Animal Park. In Animal, his role was pretty big, but he did not have many scenes. And I feel like Animal was just an introduction to him. Um, I I think in Animal Park, they're gonna go more in depth about their side of the family. Why Abrar is the way he is, why he has so much hatred against his this family, Runwidge's family, and why is he so aggressive? Like because soon as the movie in Animal when he was introduced, you can see that they showed like he's dancing, he's having a good time, and then soon as he found out something happened to his family, they showed to what extent he can go for his family. So putting all these things together, I do think Run Vijay in this movie Animal Park, he's gonna have a very hard time. He is gonna face a lot of trouble, and I feel like it is because he doesn't know that Aziz got plastic surgery to look like him, first of all, and secondly, I feel like by the end of Animal, he thinks whatever trouble he was facing with that family has ended. And I feel like Animal Park is gonna be really focused on Aziz is part of the family. So I think they are gonna do a really big and good job on putting Run Vijay through a lot and seeing how he overcomes these things. One final prediction that I have is just a little fun prediction from my side. Um, I do think the director is pretty crazy of this movie, who is Sandeep Reddy Venga. And I feel like there might be a possibility that he might either bring up Kabir Singh or put Kabir Singh's angle in this movie. And one reason that I think he might be able to do that or how he will do that is two things. Number one, the plastic surgery of Aziz. They can play an angle of where Kabir Singh was forced to do it. And number two is when Ranvijay got his heart transplant, they can show that, Kabir Singh was forced into lying, not even lying, or maybe he got bribed into doing it and, just creating this whole lie with Zoya's husband. And, they can bring this up in a very short part in Animal Park. And now finally, how I think the movie will end. I think Animal Park will end with Ron Vijana winning. And the reason I believe this is because I feel like in the first movie they showed him to be very powerful. And I think in this movie that is coming, they're gonna show why all the anger and all the attitude and the way he was in the first movie is also gonna play a big part in his downfall. I feel like he is gonna be, taken advantage of. He is gonna be confused. He is gonna lose a lot of battles, and obviously they're gonna show an angle of how he does overcome it in Animal Park. But I feel like ultimately the movie is gonna end with Aziz winning the war between them two, and then kind of just settling in as Ranvijay within their family and kind of just destroying their whole family.